Hello, I'm Mike Griffin. I'm the internship director at the Charlton College of Business at the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth. And I've been doing this for a while now, and I have a lot of ideas about what defines a high-quality internship and the best practices that should be executed in carrying out one of those programs. So I think this is valuable for students and employers to understand, but certainly students should take a look at this best practices idea as they are looking for an internship and perhaps interviewing and asking questions about the internship. You want to see evidence of best practices. The quality internship program follows a set of best practices, policies and procedures that help assure that an excellent learning experience is there. These are ultimately the responsibility of the internship provider, meaning the company or agency that's hosting the intern. However, students can kind of push for this a little bit. They can ask for certain things. They can look for these best practices when they interview and are being recruited, for these positions. New internship providers, if a brand new company is looking to bring on an intern, management should take a hard look at what the best practices are in the various companies and industries out there for interns. Best practices are certainly in the best interest of the intern, and they help assure a quality program and that learning is taking place. What should you look for when evaluating an internship? Well, ultimately you should be trying to judge whether it's a good learning experience. And I have to do this myself when I approve an internship for credit. You know, if a student's going to earn credit and take our internship course, get 3 credits and a letter grade out of this experience, I have to try to figure out, is this a good learning experience that's going to be facilitated by supervisors and mentors? You know, the supervisors and mentors play a very important role in planning out the work of the intern, planning the internship, finding the resources that support the intern. Best practices need to be in place right from the start. So, for example, I'm a strong believer there should be an orientation day for the intern. They should be brought on, and there should be some things that are done to introduce that intern to the company and help them feel comfortable. And then these kinds of best practices should be sustained all the way till the end of the internship. So if you're looking at a 14-15 week semester long internship or a summer long internship that's perhaps 10 weeks, there should be best practices in place throughout the entire experience. Not 5 weeks into it things start to become loose, or 2 or 3 weeks into it the commitment seems to be less towards the intern. That shouldn't happen. Companies owe a duty to you if they bring you on as an intern, in my opinion, to have a sustained effort throughout the course of the internship with good practices in place. The main priority is to provide the student with a professional learning experience, and that should be the priority throughout the whole time. There can be formal training and on-the-job training as part of this. Certainly both are equally valuable. Training could be combined with the assignment, certainly, and with the execution of on-job tasks. The training does not have to be just a formal training or workshop or classroom type of thing. In fact, purposeful project assignments are very powerful, and the internship provider, the mentor, the supervisor should keep a list of potential projects that the student can work on so the student can learn and achieve at the same time company goals. I mean, there does have to be this win-win thing in place where the student is learning and also there's work getting done, to achieve important objectives of the company. Interns need these focused, purposeful roles to keep them motivated, learning, and again helping to meet the strategic purposes or organizational goals. One idea that I often tell companies that are looking for things that they can add to their program is say, what about a company tour? What about some type of job shadowing? Perhaps once a week or once every couple of weeks, have an intern shadow someone for a few hours, a manager, an executive in a company. A lot could be learned from that. Field trips We had a very good relationship with a company that produced spring water, and one of the best things they did was they would bring their interns on field trips where the intern would go to the source of the water, the wells, and see the water being pumped out, and then see how it was processed and bottled and actually delivered to the customer. So they got to see the whole value chain. These were customer service interns, so it was very important for them to see how production took place. Of course, attendance at company seminars, formal training seminars, webinars, those kinds of things are also great for helping the student to learn, the intern to learn. I'm a big believer that quality internships have to be on site, in the professional setting, in the office. The intern should be working. They should not be working out of their dorm or from home or from the library or from some conference room on campus. I just don't believe that those are really good experiences. To have the student out there in the professional setting is very powerful. There's much more opportunity for learning, many more opportunities for the student to observe what's going on in the business setting, to get instant communication and feedback from their supervisor and from other folks that they interact with. Sitting in your dorm, clicking some buttons on your computer, working through websites on your own is not an internship, in my opinion. You need to be in a professional setting. Also, if you have any indication that inexperienced people will be supervising you, or as I see sometimes other students, other interns supervising interns, that is not a real good internship. That's not a best practice. You should be supervised by experienced professionals, because we want those mentors and supervisors to serve as an information source to teach you the knowledge, some knowledge that they have, some words of wisdom that have been gained over the course of their education and their experience. And those experienced mentors and supervisors can help you keep pace and help you accomplish goals, learning goals throughout the course of the internship. There's opportunities to experience working in a professional environment. There's many of these opportunities out there. You shouldn't settle for anything less than that. Supervisor mentor can also serve as a positive role model while putting a heavy emphasis on learning and teaching. Finally, there should be some evidence of an investment being made in you, the intern. Now, these dollars don't have to be significant dollars or hard dollars. They can be in a variety of forms. You can see evidence of tangible resources that will be put behind you. For example, a workspace, the use of a computer, office supplies, time. If there's evidence that that supervisor, mentor is going to spend time with you, that's an important investment. Of course, we have students who are doing very well working in their internships, making an hourly wage of anywhere between minimum wage $15 to $16, $17 per hour, and that's a great investment too. Paid internships, in my opinion, create ownership in the program. If a company is paying an intern, they spend more time. Managers spend more time with that intern. They help that investment to work out. So paid is a good situation. I'm a strong believer in paid internships. Good workspace is critical. Are you going to have a place to work? Are they going to stick you in a corner somewhere, or are you going to have a cubicle or a desk, or maybe you're in an office with a couple of other interns, but you need to have a workspace. There should be some type of introduction to the company, a good orientation where you get to meet people, become comfortable with the environment, understand management's expectations, understand the dress code and the other business etiquette policies and procedures that are in place. A good orientation is also evidence of best practice. So you should look for that. You should ask for, will I get some type of orientation the first day? And maybe they haven't even thought about it yet, and that might trigger management to say, you know, if we're going to offer this internship, the student probably should get some kind of formal introduction in the form of structured orientation. So these are just some ideas. If You want more information on best practices, I encourage you to go to the UMass Dartmouth website, www.umassd.edu. Go find your way to the Charlton College of Business, click on internships, and on that internship page you'll find a lot of information, including the best practices document.